Juventus suffered their first home defeat in Serie A in more than 2 years after Ciro Immobile scored twice to give Lazio a 2-1 victory in Turin. A product of the Juve Academy, who was recently a formidable goal-scoring force for their crosstown rivals Torino, Immobile continued his hot streak with a leveler shortly after the break. The Bianconeri then paid the penalty for Gianluigi Buffon's last-man foul on Immobile, as the Neapolitan converted a winner to confirm Juve's first league loss here since August 2015. That outcome could have been avoided had the Argentinian substitute Paulo Dybala stuck away a stoppage-time penalty, but Thomas Strakosha denied the prodigious number 10 with a flying parry. Earlier, Douglas Costa had scored from 2 yards out to open his account for the reigning champions, who are now 5 points adrift of the leaders Napoli, who won 10 at Roma in the evening game courtesy of Lorenzo Insigne's 20th-minute goal. The Lazio goalkeeper Stefan Strakosha of Albania is mobbed by his teammates after saving Paulo Dybala's stoppage-time penalty. Photograph Marco Bertorello. FBGT Images. In the Bundesliga, Jupp Heynckes made a winning return to the Bayern Munich bench as the champions crushed Freiburg 50 for their first win in 3 matches. The emphatic victory moved Bayern, who take on Celtic in the Champions League next week, 2 points behind the leaders Borussia Dortmund, whose 41-game unbeaten home run came to an end when they lost 32 to RB Leipzig. Heynckes, 72 in his 4th stint at the club, led Bayern to the 2013 treble, and took over last week from the sacked Carlo Ancelotti. He could have not picked more appropriate opponents, with Freiburg having never won in Munich and having lost 13 of their 15 previous league matches in the Bavarian capital beforehand. The hosts needed only 8 minutes to take the lead, with Freiburg's Julian Schuster's second own goal in consecutive matches after a flowing passing move from the hosts. Kingsley Coman's diving header after Arjen Robben had his effort palmed away in the 42nd minute gave them a 2-goal cushion, but instead of wasting it, as they had done in their last 2 league games, when they ended up drawing 22, Bayern cruised to victory. Thiago Alcantara capped an outstanding personal performance with a goal, his powerful low shot beating Alexander Schwolo just past the hour mark before Robert Lewandowski pounced on a defensive error to take his goal tally to 9. Bayern completed the rout in stoppage time, with Joshua Kimmich scoring on the break. Thiago Alcantara celebrates scoring Bayern Munich's 5th. Photograph Christoph Stahif. FBGT Images. Dortmund and Leipzig both had a player sent off in the second half of an entertaining match that the visitors controlled throughout. The Bundesliga's top scorer, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, put Dortmund ahead after 4 minutes, but Leipzig struck back through Marcel Sabitzer and Yusuf Poulsen to lead 21 at halftime. Dortmund's Socrates Papastathopoulos was sent off shortly after the break and Jean-Kevin Augustin extended Leipzig's lead from the penalty spot. The visitors' Stefan Ilsanker received a second yellow card in the 56th minute and Aubameyang pulled a goal back for Dortmund shortly afterwards, but could not find the net again. Hertha Berlin showed solidarity with NFL players in the United States by kneeling ahead of their home game with Schalke. The club's starting lineup linked arms and took a knee on the pitch, while coaching staff, officials and substitutes took a knee off it. NFL players have been demonstrating against discrimination in the U.S. by kneeling, sitting or locking arms through the national anthem before games. The movement, which was started last year by the former quarterback Colin Kaepernick, has been harshly criticized by President Donald Trump. On Twitter, the Bundesliga club says Hertha BSC stands for tolerance and responsibility for a tolerant Berlin and an open-minded world. Now and forevermore. Hertha lost the game 20, after having Genki Haraguchi sent off just before halftime, for a dangerous challenge on the Schalke forward Guido Burgstaller. Leon Goretzka and Benjamin Stamboli scored in the second half for Schalke. Hoffenheim, in 3rd place, twice led against Augsburg, but conceded a last-gasp goal for a 22 draw that left them on 15 points. Eintracht Frankfurt scored late for a 21 win at Hanover, and Mainz defeated Hamburger SV 32. In France, Paris Saint-Germain moved 6 points clear at the top of Ligue 1 after beating Dijon 21. Thomas Meunier gave PSG the lead in the 70th minute, but Benjamin Jeannot's stunning volley in the 87th minute looked to have earned Dijon a draw. Meunier pounced again in the 2nd minute of injury time, however, after being set up by Kylian Mbappe's pass from the left wing.